Hey, brother, unmute
You muted
yourself.
it. Yeah.
You come on, DMV, get it
Oh
together.
man, I gotta get it together, bro.
Look it.
Look, we already talked about bad things going on. I had a black cat go behind me today or whatnot, man. Look,
Oh no.
yeah, it might have been that cat from New York, man, but
They
it
be
is what it
following
is, man.
around.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
happy Friday, everybody. Appreciate y'all stopping by, man. We got my man Tuck in the building. We got my guy, your guy Nick's in the building
What's good?
from
What's good?
Star Gang. And look, we ready to talk some Cowboys football, man. Y'all ready?
Just do it.
All right, man. So
Sure.
look, we got a jam-packed show today, man. The first thing we're gonna talk about is that Brian Flores situation, man. Like, what do y'all think, man?
I think things can get really dark for the NFL. Is kind of what I think. It would seem like he has all the receipts. Um, and I think they fired back very quickly. The NFL, that is, the first within like 2 hours of there's no merit, only to 24 to 48 hours later, say they are investigating part of his allegations. Well, I'm like, well, is it no merit? Is there merit? What are we really talking about here? I think even on top of it's something we've talked about with the Rooney Rule before and stuff like that. I'm gonna separate that for a second, just for the simple fact that you have an owner that we'll talk about the collusion side of it. With whatever quarterback Tom Brady, you wanted to get him in here on the boat, okay? You invested millions of dollars into a gambling site there, Mr. Ross, and then you offered your head coach 100K per game allegedly to tank and lose games, which indicatively Flores said, no, I'm not here to do that, which ultimately led to his being fired.
Right.
And if he's able to prove those things, and now when you have the way that the NFL set up with gambling and things, shaving points is illegal in this country. You can do jail time, ladies and gentlemen.
Right.
This is right up there, if not worse, in my book, in that realm. So yeah, man, there's just a lot of different facets. It's early. Obviously, I can imagine being in his shoes, knowing after the botched or non-botched, however you want to look at that, text messages from Bill Belichick, knowing that you had to go interview, knowing they already hired their guy, and you're basically just hitting a check mark, so they're good to go hiring their guy. And then if you don't take said interview, then now you can become labeled hard to work with,
Yeah.
stuff with those angles. So you have to do that just because. There's a lot of layers to this thing. And honestly, if we kept rolling, this would be the entire show for your guy Knicks tonight if y'all really wanted to go there. So, but I'll kind of leave it at that. Like I said, man, it can get very dark, very, very dark.
Yeah, man. I agree. I think it's unfortunate for not only Brian Flores, but a lot of African American coaches that you have to be 4 times as good just to be a check mark, And so it's like you have Brian Flores who came in and he kind of turned around the culture in Miami. He was getting things rolling, as Nick's mentioned. They wanted you to tank, or there's this conversation about him wanting Deshaun Watson versus Tua. Okay, cool. But for you to kind of force him to tank and lose games and put his reputation on the line, because damned if you do, damned if you don't. And so
Right.
you back him into a corner, and then you have this whole conversation where it's like, how is Brian Flores considered a bad coach, but you're foaming at the mouth for Kellen Moore? You want Kellen Moore because he can bring
Facts. Oh
who has
my
never
God,
been a
bro.
head coach. So that's who you're going to replace, a guy who's been turning this team and franchise around versus a guy who's never led an NFL locker room before ever in his life. But it's just it's unfortunate. But I know what they tried to do with the Rooney Rule, but it's just a loophole around it. And I feel like nothing's really going to change until the players get vocal and be like, nah, this is BS. Because we all know the owners are a billionaire boys club. So they're going to do what they do, check all the boxes, just like what we did. Jerry came out and said all his proper statements, knowing damn well he had no intent to hire Marvin Lewis as the head coach. I get it. You want to cover up, say, oh, well, we don't do that here in Dallas. You damn sure you do that in Dallas. But yeah, I think it's unfortunate what a lot of these NFL head coaches have to go through, and predominantly minorities. And you look at Mike Tomlin, and as I said on Twitter, it's like the NFL is a copycat league. And then you have Mike Tomlin, who has never had a losing season, has done tremendous at Pittsburgh for so many years. Nobody wants to copy that, though. Ain't gonna copy that. give me the young pizza boy in Dallas. That's what I want to copy. So,
well, it's actually funny, man, because I think about I think about black coaches, and there's some minorities out there because I know Ron Rivera's in DC, but Lovie Smith comes to mind when he was in Chicago and he got fired off of a 10-6 season, I want to say. And I know that they didn't make the playoffs, but he got fired off of a 10-6 season. And then Flores gets fired after 2 winning seasons and as the Dolphins coach. It's like, how can people not really see that there's some kind of, I'm not going to say a conspiracy because I hate it, but I mean, at this point, it's really a pattern. It's really a pattern on what's going on.
It's not that they can't see it, bro. They don't want to see it.
Bingo. People are comfortable. It's like, oh, well, he's going to have a hard time coaching suing the NFL. And it's like, why is he suing the NFL? Like, are we going to ask those questions? Or are we going to, are we going to look at Josh McCown with no experience getting hired as a head coach?
Joe Judge, special teams guys getting coaching jobs, like all sorts of chaos. But then you mentioned Eric Bieniemy. Why Harry just doesn't interview well? Like it's football. Like, what do you mean? It's not corporate America. He's not being president of Google. Like, how can you have a really bad interview as a head coach? Like, do you know your X's and O's? Can you rally the team behind you? Like, can you make things happen? And but it's just different. It's just different for some people. So it's unfortunate.
Yeah, definitely, man. And that kind of leads me to the next question, which amongst Cowboys faithful, this really got some buzz going. Dez Bryant, his comments and his video, where Dez pretty much talked about his time in Dallas. It wasn't necessarily the most articulate thing that he's ever said, but I'm gonna go to you guys for your comments and see what you guys thought of it.
Yeah, I mean, Dez being passionate, and we're used to those things, right? I mean, if he gets revved up, you kind of know what you're going to get from him. It's a little bit of a catch-22. I think, unfortunately, what he confused was stale offense for tanking. I mean, I hate to say it that way.
Yeah.
But I think what really is, and he's not wrong, right? I'm always in the same position, yada yada. We can fast forward to right now to someone kind of see the ties that bond here to Kellen Moore and some of the things happening with the offense from being a part of that regime. So yeah, I don't think there's an instance where the Cowboys were pseudo trying to tank, as Des kind of brought that to his forefront, as much as there's just bad coaching, my guy, and I'm sorry, and the scheme was bad, and it sucks. But it shows. But I think the great thing about it is, it still shows how passionate he is about the game. I think it shows how much he really still wanted to win when he was here in Dallas, and things of that nature, and what went down. So, but yeah, for me, passionate a little. I think he missed the mark a little bit, because I don't think it was quote unquote outright tanking. It's just bad coaching. and how sad is it that you have a player of Dez's to think, well, were we really tanking? I'm not sure. No, really, they were just that bad, Dez. I'm sorry.
Right, surprise. Yeah, I mean, and this goes back to our conversation from last Friday, DMV. Is like, if Dez wants to take the shot, he'll take the shot verbally.
He definitely took some shots, bro.
Like, he took the shot and didn't blink twice, so that's just Dez Bryant. But, I agree with Nick's, man. It wasn't that we were tanking, because you've heard wide receivers from different eras. T.O. was saying the same thing. You heard Dez say it. You're now hearing Amari Cooper say it. It's just the DNA within inside the Cowboys organization, and specifically with this offense. Like, they just don't know how to utilize their star players. Like, think about where we would have been if we didn't have Romo as a quarterback that really kind of bucked the system. Like, if you had a true Garrett guy in house, like, you wouldn't have Dez leading the touchdown record and T.O. having the success he had, because the Cowboys, for some weird reason, just don't believe in it. And we're seeing it to this day. Dez is gone, Romo's gone, and we're still having the same issues. I looked at a picture I had on Facebook from 2013, and it was like I was celebrating that Jason Garrett was no longer calling the plays. I was so excited. Like, all right, here we go. it's almost a decade later, and we're having a conversation about the same damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so you have to start looking up top a little bit higher. So, I don't think we were personally tanking like So
yeah,
because we were going 8-8. We were going 8-8 when we were stalling Dez out. So
yeah. But I think that there's something to be said about what he was saying. That's why I was like, I don't think he articulated it well. Because, and we'll talk about it a little bit later, but I mean,
now you want to talk about him getting froze out? Now that's completely different. That's a completely different set of circumstances.
Yeah, and I think
we want to talk about
getting
froze out, right? But I mean, that's not what that's not the context that he gave, though.
Yeah, that's why I said he didn't articulate it well.
He was never does.
Saying,
but.
And he never does, because it just always comes out in passion. That's why Dez's words always get twisted up. I know, I'm an 88 Dez guy, but his words get taken out of context. He's so passionate, but it's like, what are you really trying to say, Dez? You just need,
and that regime, and something that we have given credit to this regime for, is they don't rush players back from injury. They let them get healthy so they can hit the field. And I think some of Dez's career was cut short by trying to rush him back on the field with certain injuries and whatnot. And then things became a little bit mundane in his route running to a certain extent for him within this offense. And then you had a guy at quarterback that wasn't going to just chunk you the rock whether you're covered or not. And it was just a combustible thing that kind of came together, which led to Dez getting up out of here.
Yeah, which, chucking him the ball or getting him the ball in contested situations, that was a superpower. And, what I'm saying, they took it away from him. And I think really what he was saying more than anything was him being froze out. And at that time, if you remember, the offense got really stale. Dak was up for a contract. And I remember doing a video on it, like, is Linehan sabotaging Dak? Because it seemed like he was just doing everything, like Tuck, you talked about before we got on, is that the team just wants to win its own way. And the things that was working for Dak, was working for Dez, was working for the offense. Well, at the time, it was Zeke. Dez was talking about throwing the ball. Well, Zeke wasn't getting the rock in the goal line.
Right.
At that time, I remember that. But more than anything, it's very similar to T.O., Dez, and now Amari. You know what I'm saying? And I think that if he had tied it to that, it might have got a little bit better.
Hold on. And you know what's funny? Hold on. You know what's funny? It was Garrett, Linehan, now Moore. And you can kind of tie each one of those receivers to one of those coaches, and here we are.
So y'all pray for CD. Pray for CD.
Same thing.
Pray for CD, man. Get out, CD.
Man, look. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Look, man. Look. I'm sorry, DMV. I'm sorry. Look, y'all ain't seen me on Twitter here lately. Y'all ain't seen me on Facebook. Hey, man, I'm telling you, because I'm like Dez right now. I'm trying to choose my words. I don't want to be over passionate about the things that I'm watching here since the season's ended and whatnot. I am not happy. I smell a lot of funk, and there's a lot of things that I am not. I'm just, hey, look, man, I'm trying to stay away from the nuclear button and going nuclear live or on Twitter or anywhere else.
I feel you, bro. Me too.
I'm trying to be right here. So when DMV hit me, it's like, are you back? And I'm like,
yeah, he's back, man. He's back,
yeah, come on, let's go. I'm doing some mock drafts and everything. But now in the first damn, like 10 minutes or 15 minutes we're doing this, I'm feeling my blood pressure starting to rise up. And I'm like, oh, man, I'm about to... Let me hide the new button.
Friday, man. Look, Friday, they give us something before the weekend.
We about to get Knicks into a space tonight. We got we gonna talk it out, man. We're gonna talk it out.
This is therapy, bro. This is why we do this, man.
It might have to be. Look, it might have to be. Yeah. I swear on God in them. Yeah. Oh, man.
But hey, look at the one positive. We brought in the kicker. How's
that?
That's one Cowboys shut up.
Look, I'm over here in deep East Texas. That name's going to be a problem.
Yeah, oh yeah, it definitely is. It's going to be a hell of a problem.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, man. Jesus. H Christmas, y'all.
Yeah, I think I called Zerline that last name a few times.
But you're right, though, man. We did bring in the kicker, man. I mean, I don't know. Was that the roster shakeup we were?
No. That was Cowboys Nation. Shut up.
Yeah.
Y'all been complaining about Greg all year. Look, we brought in somebody. Shut up. I'm not. No.
Right.
No, man.
They'll give you 2 shutups. We'll probably draft a safety. Hey guys, here's your safety.
Nah, we ain't definitely ain't drafting no safety, dog. Do you know who this front office is?
We got a kicker and we got a safety, guys. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. Speaking of which, man, blood boiling. So Bobby Belt.
And DMV just want to go push my buttons.
Yeah.
DMV just go ahead. He's like, well, since Nick's is already wound up, let me just go right here.
I can't control what comes out on Fridays, bro. I can't.
I know it.
You saw what the show lineup I had was, and then boom, this hit today. And it kind of fits with what Dez was talking about. But Amari Cooper, D-Law possibly being cap casualties, which we already knew, but Bobby Belt made it seem like it was more of a sure thing from what he was hearing. I'm gonna start with Knicks. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start with Knicks, man. Look, we talked about it a little bit, man, but I mean, what's your thoughts, bro?
Okay. Get my microphone close here. Here's my politically correct statement: is that we've kind of known this, right? And we kind of talked about this right before we got on there, right? Is the Amari Cooper thing is intriguing, right? Because we knew last year the out was this year. We knew that. And for those that have followed J-Tuck, me, DMV, we talked about this extensively during the especially on Twitter and some of the live shows that we did, that we followed that we talked about this heavily during free agency period last year, because the easy move was to pin whip his contract. You have money and you're ready to rock. And then we were all taken back because they didn't pin whip his contract. They got Zeke's contract. And we're like, oh, so now you've kind of locked yourself into Zeke for another 2-3 years. Okay. So, all right. And as the season progressed, and I'm just going to keep it directly to Cooper, and we'll come back to D-Law. So at any point in time that they want to do something, say after the draft, you want to, we could add something. Okay. Or leading up to the trade deadline, if you want to do something with his contract to add something, to Von Miller, whoever, Ingram, Melvin Ingram, whatever, guys that we saw that other teams added that helped them not just in the regular season, but in the postseason, whatever. And they didn't do none of those things. And then the vax, and complete context here. He's unvaxxed, guys. And he missed some games, and he only played 15 snaps in New Orleans. And then the season came and went, and then we heard they're not very happy about his vaccination status. So
he went to a Mavericks game.
He went to a Maverick, right? Yeah. So I think look, and then you had the Stephen Jones, diatribe of, guys, you all need the money and the cap is real. Man, shut up.
Right.
Shut up. The cap is what you want the cap to be. The cap is in place for us to be upset at millionaires that billionaires want to get out of giving them money, when most of that money that is in the salary cap doesn't come out of their pocket. It comes from the damn TV deal. Right. Neither here nor there. If they do happen to move on from Coop, it's going to be, to me, it's not about the cap number. I think it's going to vaccination status. I think they feel some type of way about it. Now, flip side to D-Law. And obviously he got hurt again. Now, once he came back, we saw what he meant to this defense. We saw the way that he played inside, outside, everything else. But they also got a chance and an opportunity to see Dan Quinn in this defense without D-Law. So there's some of that. Now, I'm of the mindset that I know this defense is better with a D-Law on it, right? And especially because we don't have a Randy Gregory coming back quite yet. We don't have a Dorrance Armstrong coming back. We don't have a Brant Urban coming back. So we kind of get, lost in the weeds here as we're over here looking at this end with D-Law getting salary cap. Well, what are you going to do on the other side and bring some of these guys back, right? I think the D-Law thing should, to me, I think there's a way they can work it out. Extension, dummy years on the back end, make it happen, and it's fine. The Cooper thing to me, I think, is personal. And I think we've seen this. J-Tuck, you talked about a little bit earlier. DMV, you were going through the receivers. I think it's more than just the numbers. It's the TO effect. It's the Dez effect. And now here we
it's
are.
what they
with
do,
Cooper.
bro. It's what
Right.
they
It's
do.
not, they want to win the Cowboys football, right?
And here's what
You
people
got to
have
find a scapegoat. Sorry, go ahead, J Tuck.
Oh, okay. And here's what people have to understand when it comes to Coop. Even though necessarily we gave up a number one first round draft pick for him, he's not ours. So Coop never felt like a Cowboys player, which Stephen Jones and Jerry Jones is really not going to rally for. And I said this last year, and me and Nick had a conversation in the bed about the wings. But if the Cowboys knew that they were getting CeeDee Lamb in that draft, I don't think they would have brought Amari Cooper back out the gate. I felt like they just did it because they were backed into the corner. Like, hey, we had to give up first round pick. We don't have nothing else in house. It's kind of working with him and Dak, so we have to sign him. But I feel like if they would have known at that time, the contract situation would have been completely different. And when they signed that contract, the very first thing everyone said when the details rolled out is that out in 2022. Like, they can get out of this contract. Why was it so short? And just like Nick said, there was a way they could restructure, move some of this money to the behind, and offset it. They didn't touch it. They touched the running back. So it's like, I think when you add the money and also, like Nick said, the personal stuff when it comes to Coop, I could see that being the casualty. I think the Cowboys will stand by D Law and keep him in house versus Amari Cooper. Now, here's what scares me about that. You have Michael Gallup coming off a knee injury. Semi Fioco, TJ Vasher, Malik Turner, Cedric Wilson. Are they really that guy? So you're really coming out, if you move on from Amari Cooper with CeeDee Lamb and a lot of unimprovements, are you ready to kind of go back to that wide receiver by committee? But when you look at how this Kellen Moore offense is designed, it's system over players. And so I think they're like, oh, we got the quarterback now. We can kind of run the system, be more efficient. And they're going to try to turn Dak into Russell Wilson. And eventually it's like, so it's unfortunate. So I understand why Nick's is feeling the way he is, because we can already kind of see things unfold and we know what's going to happen, And
so we're mocking
before I go,
24.
like I said, also here in Kansas City, they are beating the desk for Amari Cooper, talking about offering the Cowboys the first and the third.
Sure.
Amari is still a dog.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So imagine the Chiefs call Stephen Jones like, hey, we got a first round pick and a third pick. Stephen Jones like, oh yeah, draft capital. Oh, saving money. Oh yeah, and the Chiefs are like, you idiot. Now we just added Amari Cooper with Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce. But thanks.
Hey, I'm telling you, man, and bro, I'm like, and the wheels of the bus go round and round. Like, clarity. Right. I'm like, why am I doing this shit?
Right.
Like, low key, I'm like, why am I here? You know what? Yeah. You know what? I'm look, like Jalen Smith said, I'm feeling very Jalen Smithish right now. Man, if the owner ain't tripping, I ain't tripping. Man, go ahead and trade him. Whatever, man. Yeah. I'm just not gonna do what I do. I'm just like, hey, word. Oh, that's cute.
That's what's up.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I see what you did there. Yeah.
Facts,
cool.
Yeah.
Bro.
Get rid of Amari Cooper. We struggle offensively next year. They move on from Mike McCarthy.
Maybe we'll tank.
In Sean Payton. We draft the new wide receiver, and Cowboys fans are right back on that roller coaster, ready to go.
Right back. Look, reach right through and snatch their ass right back. You already know.
One of my friends who's a Patriot fan, he always says this, like, Jerry just sing. He gets y'all to sing and dance every year.
Yeah.
Y'all go and buy the jerseys. Y'all do the same thing.
And it's Cowboys fans' fault, because I'm hella freaking guilty. I'm Captain Guilty. But if we wanted to really get this team to get in line and get on track, and we hit this team in their wallet, they'll make all the adjustments that we needed to make. But they're not going to do it because, hey, my season ticket guy, he's already calling. It's February. Hey, he's going to let you know renewals start in March. I don't know who I'm going to be watching. The home game schedule is trash. You already blown up my phone, ready to make moves. And that they take Cowboys fans for granted, where they don't really make the decision to go all in. Like I said on Twitter, look at the Rams. If we took the Rams approach and went all in, lost draft capital, bust the cap, and we fail and didn't make the Super Bowl, where are we? right where we are right now. What do we got to lose? We can be mediocre. So why won't they go all in? But Stephen Jones wants this Patriots way without the Bill Belichick. Like you can't pull it off the Patriots way without Bill Belichick. But
Tuck, and that's been my thing. As I just wrapped up my third season, doing content for the Cowboys, and that's been my thing. Is I'm waiting for that moment. Like you're close enough, you got to go all in at a certain point. You got to push the chips into the middle of the table. That's what that's what has to happen. And Stephen Jones isn't going to do it. Like he's just not.
Right.
Like in low key, like to a certain extent, man. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Dia Wall is hilarious.
Oh, my girl, Dia's in the building. What's going on, Dia?
Oh my God.
Look, I'll be honest with you. I think Steven gets high off this stuff. I think he gets his kicks out of it, man. Like I really do. Like I really do. The words and stuff. Man, last year, me and Tuck and Spoonie. So we're doing live draft, the live draft, the draft, right? And we're going through it, right? And round 2 comes and goes. He had the post game, and we do the post. Hey, man, I don't know. We should probably scrub that. I don't know.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Look,
man. I felt like Knicks felt.
Yeah. So we were there, and we're going through it. And as soon as this dude said that, I was like, I'm paraphrasing. What was it? I just couldn't get that safety, could we?
Well, that darn safety position, we just missed out again.
We was like, yo, like, so and you trolling us, bro.
Right.
It's like, man, and again, look, and back to the Bobby Bell, because I mean, obviously, this is what kicked this thing off. I'm sorry, DMV. Trying to keep, Woosah. We'll keep it on track here. I'm sorry, DMV. Yeah, I'm trying to keep it on track here. But back to the Bobby Bell thing. Look, and I saw some people, like you said, so like, oh, this better happen or your credibility. Man, come on, man.
Right.
Look, everybody knew this stuff. If you really are tuned in, you're plugged in. We knew this last year. Okay, right. We knew there's an opportunity, especially with Amari, if they didn't touch the contract, big opportunity for him to get out of the $20 million, right? The D-Law thing happened throughout the year, and we saw how that played out and where it is currently now. The difference is Bobby Belt, he's now on the radio, right? A1 guy, always been A1 about his thing too, right? Like, let's be clear about Bobby Belt. Bobby Belt's an A1 stand-up dude. I followed him for years, even before I was doing this. Man, definitely. I mean, Bobby Belt's that guy.
Right.
He's telling you he's hearing more than what we know. Even though we might have the idea, the thought process of it, he's letting you know, it's like, hey, in his tweet said it when somebody's credibility is like, it might happen, it might not happen.
Right.
But he's hearing from others.
Right.
And he's delivering content. And that's
like
what he's supposed to do.
Saying there's high chance of rain. If it doesn't rain, oh, you wrong. It's like,
right. And especially in Texas, because the weather don't say nothing.
No, right. Yeah. And I guess, like Nick said, Bobby Bell's an A1 dude. I've been following him for a long time. Like, he's reporting what he's hearing. He's doing his goddamn job. Like,
he's always been class.
Say it again. He's doing his job.
He's doing his job. Like, oh, I'm hearing some rumblings in house, but I'm not supposed to report it. Like you're missing out. So like Cowboys fans are just weird sometimes with it. So I agree. Like Nick said, we saw this already unfolding. It wasn't breaking, earth-shattering news.
Right.
I never thought about that. Like we've been having this conversation for quite some time. Like, are we going to get out the contract? I mean, what 22 mil we can say getting out of Coop's contract? And Mr. Krabs likes that, man. Mr. Krabs.
Here's where and they're going to say, like, because here's where I'm mad. The statement from Steven. Can I read it real quick? Is that okay, DMV? Can I read it?
Yeah, go ahead. And then I got a question to ask you guys. Yeah.
The salary cap is real. Certainly, when you get to paying these quarterbacks, it's a quarterback-driven league. Dak deserves every penny he gets. But once you get into the league with these $40 million quarterbacks, then things have to give and take. One of the things, which is the good news for our organization, we've been a big believer in homegrown talent and bringing it in through the draft. Now, if we can find the right pieces, value pickups, as I like to call them. Y'all know what them value pickups are, y'all.
Yeah. Walmart.
So you don't have to reach in the draft, and you can pick a guy that you don't necessarily have a need for, like a CeeDee Lamb or a Micah Parsons, and not have to reach for a corner, if you will. And if you were after a defensive lineman, then that allows you to go out and pick the best player on your board, which a lot of people preach, but a lot of people don't do. We want to build our team through the drafts. We do think we have a really young team, but we are going to have to make some decisions, tough ones probably. We're not going to be able to keep everybody we'd like to keep in free agency.
And here's the worst part about that. Nice soliloquy by Knicks, by the way.
Definitely.
I said this last season was the worst thing that can happen to the Dallas Cowboys because it worked finally. He got all these 1-year deal guys, and he found the J-Ron Curse, and he got a Malik Hooker and a KZ, right? Because there was the conversation about which one do you get, and you got a Brent Urban, and you got a lot of these 1-year deal guys, brought them in, and it worked. So here comes the thought process of Mr. Crab, Stephen Jones. Oh, I can get you another J-Ron Curse on a 1-year deal. I don't need Randy Gregory, please. I can find you another Randy Gregory. I can get you another one of those. And here we go. And he's going to shake the dice and hope he hits. And when he craps out, Dan Quinn's going to look like, bro, what'd you give me?
And nobody's even talking about the fact that, like, oh, we got some crap here. Hey, Will, fix it for us. Go find some players.
Yeah, Will, we paid you we paid you a lot of money. This is what you're good at. go bargain shopping. You know what I'm saying? Go in the draft, bargain shop, trade a pick and get 2 picks, and trade 3 picks and get 4 picks, and try to figure out and get some bottom of the barrel free agents. And hopefully Dan Quinn can work his magic with them. And so that's why I said free agency talk is kind of demoralizing. So I understand you, Nick. That's why I've been trying to avoid it. But it is what it is. I mean, it's just how this team operates. Like I said, it is frustrating. So
yeah, man. I mean,
question.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No. Go ahead. Get your question. No, DM. Go get your question. Right. I'm sorry.
Just like Bluff just said. Yep.
Yeah. Because I was trying to segue this thing in perfectly, and I was trying to figure out when to ask it. So by hearing what Dez said, right, and then looking at how Amari has been frozen out of the offense, do you guys think it's a method of the madness to the contracts and trying to get Amari out of there?
I just think it's bad. I think it's just bad offense,
right?
Because it's not like we're. It's crazy. Let me behoove that, right? I mean, it's crazy. I get it. We were, number 1 yards, points, blah 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 blah. But you look at this thing, it's not clicking the right way, and we know like once week 8, 9 got around here, it was in and out or whatnot. But it's just, I mean, for the most part, to me, it's just bad offense, Tuck. I mean, it's just we don't throw to our guys. I mean, we look, and not to regurgitate what happened in the playoffs. I mean, we literally used our guys as decoys, and we're trying to hit Jarwin and Cedric. Right? You know what I mean? So I don't think it's them trying to get out of the contract, not throwing the rock. To me personally, but I mean, hell, you know what though? Can we cuss here?
Go ahead, man. Go ahead, bro. It's Friday.
Fuck it. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. I'm out of answers.
That's where I'm at right now.
It's a mixture. I think it's a mixture because think about it. What the Cowboys like to do is PR everything. And so it's easier to say, Amari didn't have such a great season and he really hasn't been involved in our offense like we thought he would. So it's easier to move out of that contract instead of 20 mil versus he's getting 15 catches a game going for 1,500. You're kind of stuck with them. And so every time when it comes for a Cowboys player to get paid or there's something fishy with the contract, watch how verbally the front office speaks about that player. When you start hearing about this player, because we've heard Amari Cooper's name mentioned way too much. And so it lets me know that, all right, something's kind of in the play. And I feel like Amari Cooper kind of sensed it because he's a smart, intelligent guy. Like if you follow Coop, because earlier on, he was playing the locker room game. He was live streaming, having a good old time. And they started to poke at him. And then we all know Coop kind of went into his shell. So it's just how it is, Think about it. Just how they did Dak. They done Zeke that way. The Dez tape. Every time there's some money involved, they'll find a way to poke.
Let me ask you a question. He got that radio spot this year at 105.3 during the season, right? Maybe they didn't like that. Ain't no other players doing that.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe they didn't like that.
Why they hating on Coop? Coop don't bother nobody.
But I'm telling you though, I mean, look. I got to start. I have to. For me, I got to start looking outside the box of things that I think in a regular football situation. Like, and it's sad. I don't want to do those things, but I have to.
Right.
Think about this for a second.
It's gotta be something, bro.
Is it what player comes on and has a radio spot every week? Because we always talk about, well, there's no other owner that's doing that. Okay, well, what player does the same thing right now in Dallas that you've seen in Dallas over the years? And that was Cooper this year, right? Anybody else that you can think of?
Mm-mm.
Maybe they didn't like it. A little too much shine. A little too much. You get a little too much shine. You get too big for your britches in the building. That contract, we can get up out of here, right, Coop? Coop? Are you on the radio? Oh, you ain't vaccinated, Coop, huh? Hey, we can move on. Hey, we'll draft another one. It's fine. You see that boy? See that we put the 88 on him, right? Not you. We put 88 on him. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't like
it. What I love the most about it, Coop is unbothered. He's out in the Aspen sledding in Gucci suits, man.
Bro.
Living his best life.
He knows if he hits that market, someone's going to scoop him up. So it is what it is.
Of course. Hell, the Washington commies, whatever they're called, commodes, whatever they're called, they try to give him $22 million.
Oh yeah. They try to overpay.
The Commodores.
Yeah. the Charmanders or whatever.
Yeah, the Manders. I don't know what they are. You feel me? Yeah, but no, again, man. Yeah, I mean, good luck. I mean, look. It's $16 million if you're trading. It's $20 million if you're releasing. I would at least hope if it's going to happen, if the Cowboys are they're gonna wash their hands, by all means, let it be 16 and trade him and get at least something in return on your return. Because I mean, and look, again, not to use the Rams who happen to be in the Super Bowl, right? They traded a pick for Brian Cooks who got them to the Super Bowl the first round. They even paid Brian Cooks. And then they traded him and got a nice little second round pick over here from the Texans. Like, you could do those things. I know it's 2022 and maybe we could come into the new decade, 2 years later and understand how football works. But man, if you're going to move him, at least trade him. I'm not trading. Like me personally, I'm not cutting or trading Cooper.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Me neither. If I'm having a conversation between the two, it's going to be DeMarcus Lawrence over Amari Cooper.
Ooh. Okay.
Me too, bro. Me too.
Okay. See how they do us. So they make us pick. We should have to pick and choose.
All right. Well, I know.
We shouldn't have to pick and choose.
You know what? They're going to Civil Wars, man.
Yeah, we shouldn't have to pick and choose. We should keep both. But I'm with you guys.
Keep them both and run it back. But Knicks, when you have these $40 million quarterbacks, you got to
hold on. And the funny thing about that is because everybody used the $75 million Dak, right? The $75 million Dak, right? Well, this year, as soon as they pin whip it, which they are, this is set up from the get. He's going to count about 18 million against the cap this year, so that's out the gate. So miss me with the 40 mil.
Right.
Miss me with the 40 mil this year, as fans will do, or Stevens over here trying to sell us. He's going to run about 18. So yeah, man. But here we are, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I mean, I think for the most part, like all of us really want to keep Cooper. So just to let y'all know in the comments, like a lot of we're being facetious and what I'm saying, we're being sarcastic. Because
we're having a good time.
But what fans have to understand, you have to see the offense through the eyes of the Cowboys, not through us. It's simple. Run it back. DeMarcus Lawrence is one of your best run pass defenders. You keep him. Mark Cooper is one of your best wide receivers. You keep. Like from us, it's simple. From them, it's different, and so
I look. Steve Jones like y'all saw that Chauncey Golston for that ankle injury. He's D-Law.
We don't need him. Imagine we can get another Randy Gregory, because if Randy Gregory gets a little gritty, they're gonna cut his hand off.
Yeah,
be out, So it's like, all right,
man. Damn it, Tuck. See.
All right, sorry. Draft talk time, man.
I'm about to say. I'm about to say. Let's get him. Let's get.
No. Because the people love this. We should sit here a little bit longer.
Draft talk gives you hope, man. At least that's the one thing gives you hope. It's like
I'm tired of hope.
Micah Parsons in there to change this thing around.
I'm tired of hope.
I'm tired of hope. I'm hoped out. I'm over here. Y'all remember Kings of Comedy, right? I don't live by the hope factor no more. I'm on the wish. I wish.
I wish Stephen Jones would.
Yeah, you feel me? Oh man.
Oh my God. My God.
Draft House going to be crazy this year, though. I mean, irregardless of what happens on that, man, the February 24, man, it's just going to be so many good things. I know you got some good stuff lined up here for us, but boy, the flavor ice cream, what you think? Yeah, I mean, he's right, though. That's what I was saying. As y'all were talking about, I'm like, oh, if they get rid of him, oh, yeah, let's do it. It's going to be a wide receiver first round.
Cowboys fans should stone me and Professor O for taking a wide receiver in our mock draft we did an hour ago. We took Jameson Williams. They were like,
I've done it.
Take a wide receiver.
I could see it, bro.
But y'all saw it. I've done it. I did it too. I'm like, I don't care. Like, yo, bro, I don't care.
Right. So you give me Jason Williams. I'm like, all right, cool. Well, I mean, I like you, but we're just gonna move it in a different direction.
Hey, how about this? Running back, draft talk. Running back from that kid from Penn State. Let me get 2 Penn States back to back.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me get that boy from Penn State, a wide receiver with that bad quarterback play. Y'all saw what he did.
You get Dotson, yeah. Maybe this offense needs what the defense got last year. Just a new young.
I think that's what the offense needs, bro. Honestly,
no. The offense needs Steven Jones to stay his ass up in the damn booth and stop coming down talking about. Yeah, hey, look, I know that Zeke's knees tore up, but keep playing him anyways. No, stay your ass up there and get out the damn way is what we need. Right. Also, too, let me ask y'all a question. I know it's draft talk. Let me ask y'all. It's Friday. Let me ask y'all a question. Hey, man, Mike McCarthy sabotaged this season. I'm keeping offensively. Did he let Kellen Moore hang himself offensively?
I don't think he has a choice, bro. I really don't think he has a choice. I think that was what they wanted. That was part of his job. So it's like, I mean, yeah, maybe it is what you're saying. Like, all right, this is what y'all wanted.
Brother, here's what I believe. I think DMB, I'm right there with you. I was like, this is what y'all want. No salt, no season. Bet I'm gonna chef it up. I'm CEO, right? He said in the postseason conference, right? He said, "Hey, man, you install it, you call it."
Right.
You heard what I'm saying? Yeah. You install it, you call it. You know what I've heard from Jerry and Steven from that point moving forward since the season's been over. You know what I've heard all of a sudden? Mike McCarthy's actually called plays. Hey, they wasn't talking about none of that. Wasn't talking about, but they wasn't talking about none of that shit before after this season.
Right.
We got 2 seasons of McCarthy. They haven't talked about that. They said, "Oh man, he had started, man. I ain't going to help him."
Right. Because here's what people have to understand. What was the conversation? I said this last year that brought Kellen Moore back from Boise. And so Mike McCarthy ain't no fool. Like maybe Kellen was really going to take that job. And Jerry was like, "No, I want you back," and pulled him back. And Mike McCarthy was like, "Well, all right, well, you're going to pull him back? That's your guy? That's who you want to kind of sit here and take my job? Let him have at it. Let him have at it." Yeah.
And Kellen is like the stepson or something. I don't know.
He is.
They love that Garrett
because that DNA, that Jason Garrett, Linehan. I call him Little Linehan, man. That's who Kellen Moore, Little Linehan, man. And so Jerry likes that because Jerry likes changes with the coaching staff. It's cool. Dan Quinn, I like Dan Quinn, but he needs someone that he can have his puppet strings on, and Kellen Moore is that guy.
Great point.
The last time, he can't come into the defensive room and tell Dan Quinn what he should be doing with the defense. Dan Quinn's like, "Bro, what the hell are you doing?" Like,
right.
He might listen a little bit, but with Kellen, he got his little mole. Hey, so what are you guys talking about this week? What do you think going on with the game plan right now? Okay, do you think we should implement? So Jerry still has this little controller in Kellen Moore, and he likes that. So
yeah.
Yeah, sorry, D. Sorry, D.
I mean, you're right, bro. I mean, the last time he really didn't have control over the DNA of what the team looked like was Parcells, and he really hated it.
Hated that.
Really hated it, bro. I'm not saying Parcells had the greatest tenure with us because there's some questionable things he did, but Jerry really hated that he had to sit up there like.
Right.
But the crazy thing about that is, like, if you go back through times and annals right now, I mean, the reason we would wear over Spears or even over, I should say, Merriman, man, that was Jerry. And look, because everyone likes to cherry pick about what Jerry's done wrong. And low key, you know,
Yeah,
when it's
that
head
was
up
a great
with
one.
the tuna, that's Jerry. That's Jerry with the thing, right? You know what I mean? Oh yeah. Ciroc boy. Every Friday, you catch
draft
if you catch me Tuck Friday on, there's
draft
typically a
season.
Ciroc or something in the building when it's draft
Listen, he'll
season.
play
It
with
is what
summer
it is.
watermelon.
Hey,
You
well,
know,
look,
But I mean,
hey,
but he
I
did
see,
that or whatever.
still
But
need
you
I
that
see
know
y'all with the
sponsorship, man.
Ciroc in April. I'm cutting out liquor until draft.
that
Until
part.
All right,
draft.
you're right. I need to do the same.
Hey,
Actually,
look, I need them poolside
you,
pictures, Tuck.
you close your rings, man. You close your rings. Yeah.
Of course I did, bro.
All right. Me and DMV got a ring close challenge, man. So he close the rings, man. Make sure he's got to close his rings, man.
Hey, look, I need the poolside pictures when we get out to Vegas, bro.
Oh yeah,
Like, I
absolutely,
need
man.
to be out there flexing, bro.
There we go. We're gonna be on it, man.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. So let's talk about this draft, man. So I wanted you guys to prepare your 3 wish list guys and 3 logical picks, right? So 3 wish list guys, meaning, you know, like the CD, like the Micah, how they fall to you because ultimately, you know, it's still early in the draft. So guys that are up there right now, it's pre-combine, it's pre-pro day. Nobody know. I mean, there's going to be some small school kid that runs a 4.2 something, and he's going to rise up on the boards, or one of these quarterbacks.
The boy Scott is, but yeah, never. Sorry.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's Tuck did a video on him the other day, guys. Go ahead and check that out. I watched it the other day too. Yeah, definitely, bro. Watch out for him. But we got 3 wish list guys and 3 logicals at number 24. So who wants to start?
24 Kyle Pitts. I ain't stopped. I'm running it back. I ain't stopped.
Running back. Trade. Make the trade. Make the trade.
Man, look, at the side, y'all, you think I wasn't gonna talk draft another side in Kyle Pitts? Yeah, man. You know, I'll be honest with you, man. I have a list and all that, and you know, as we were talking through the week, man, Stephen Jones blew my high, bro. I'm just, you know, just everything, man. I'm sorry. I'm not a good guest this week. I'm sorry, but no, I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna power through here. I'll give you one. I get it. He's a little per se, maybe a little high. He's a 2 down guy. I wanted him kind of last year. Not at 10. For me, before he went back to school, before all the combine stuff and everything else, as we were talking about, maybe there's an opportunity where the Cowboys would trade back to around 20 or whatever. Man, Davis, he's still there. Defensive tackle, Georgia. Bring me the big boy. Bring him to me. I get it.
Is that a logical or is that a wish?
That's a wish because that ain't logical in Cowboys land. That's not going to happen here at 24. So yes, that is absolutely a wish from me. I would love that. My guy again, Penn State Dotson. I mean, that's another guy. Well, you know, I mean, it was more of a wish before Bobby Belton. What's happening? You know, but I would love to see him. I mean, out of all the wide receivers that we talk about, maybe a first round, I'm a Dotson guy. That's where I'm at. That's, you know, when I kind of picked and put my hat with CeeDee Lamb is where I was. I'm there with, you know what, we went Penn State. It worked out for us defensively. Let's do it again. If we got to ramp up and do it again, let's dip back in there and let's go Dotson. So Davis and Dotson were 2 guys that were wishful, you know, wishful. If it's a linebacker that falls, and I've kind of went back and forth on this, I'm not tripping on Dean. I'm not. I'll be more than happy to have Dean. Okay? But I think that guy from Utah, Lloyd, I think is much better for what Dan Quinn wants.
Gotcha.
If everyone that likes what Cox coverage and does and things, I think this kid's going to step in day one and be exactly what you're looking for. Again, if it happens to be Dean, I ain't tripping. But I like the kid Lloyd a ton. I don't think he's going to make it there. So Lloyd, Dotson, and Davis. That's my 3 wishes.
All right. Gotcha. That's rock, paper, scissors, Tuck.
All right.
Oh no. This is no. It's 1, 2, 3, shoot. 1, 2, 3, shoot. That's what it's gonna be. Hold on, wait. I got to know. Wait. Never mind. No, this ain't gonna work. Look, I got a number between 1 through 10. I got a number between 1 through 10. All right. All right. What you got? Tuck?
Got 9.
Man, it was 7, bro. I'm sorry. It was 7 on the dot. He had it out the gate. I was like, "This boy really went 7." It's my birth month. I went 7. All right.
So my wish list, bro. I know that it's probably not gonna happen, but you never know. My number one, my favorite player so far that I've watched, and to be honest, I'm probably about maybe 20, 30 players in. So I'm not that deep, but I like the kid from NC State, the left tackle, Aquanu.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, what an animal!
Yeah.
Love him. The dude is just a physical I mean, he just looks like a damn, I don't know, it looks like Robotnik or somebody that's just completely round. Just running over. And he moved though. Like, I mean, I think that you might be able to put him at guard to start him out, or you could really put him in tackle because he's athletic enough to do it. His body just looks weird, but he's really good.
Right.
My number 2, the guy from Purdue, the edge, George Karlaftis. Is that how you say his name?
Yeah.
I really like his tenacity. As an edge guy, we might need an edge. He's a guy that I think could fit with what Dan Quinn wants. He's not necessarily somebody that just plays the pass rush, but he's really good with his hands. I like him. And you already talked about it. Nakobe Dean, I don't know if he'll slide down to us, but as far as a wish list goes, I like Nakobe Dean as an off-ball guy that can kind of help Micah. That's my 3 for the wish list. What you got, Tuck?
Oh, we were talking wish list Madden, man. I'm going with Hutchinson.
Oh yeah, I mean,
we go. Yeah, give me Hutchinson.
Yeah.
Go ahead, keep my guy
beast,
Stingley Jr. and go give me Evan Neal, and then just play football. I mean, we do a wish list, but yeah, I mean, I like Aquanu as well, man. I like Evan Neal a little bit. I just like he's a little bit taller, a little bit lengthier, coming out of Alabama, so I would take him. But yeah, I mean, if you give me Aiden Hutchinson, I think Aiden Hutchinson's probably the best player in this draft defensively. So you add him with Micah on top. DeMarcus Lawrence, hey, I need you to come down to my office to talk. Hey, DeMarcus, no, don't bring anything. Let's go. You know,
actually, bring your iPad. Bring your iPad.
Wait, bring your iPad. Yeah, man. But from a Cowboys perspective,
I don't like it right now.
But from a Cowboys perspective, man, I think that Kenyon Johnson would be the pick for me, the offensive guard out of Texas A&M. It's for position flexibility. I like him.
I had him as logical.
Yeah, logical. Drop the video on him, so definitely check that out as well. Second round guys, I'm kind of looking at, as you mentioned. I know Professor O is high on Sky Moore, but mark my words, and y'all seen the name creep up. Jalen Tolbert out of South Alabama. Like, I wouldn't take him the second, but probably a third round guy. I definitely like him. And then me, even though I know Nick's and myself are on that Pitts train, man, I'm all aboard that Trey McBride train. I love me some Trey McBride out of Colorado State. So if I'm able to get him in the second, I'm good, man. I'm gonna dive into that pool, man, out there.
Fair. Look. See, I'm a Woods, tight end Woods, former quarterback, Oklahoma State, transferred to Virginia. Once again, nothing early.
Time out. Look at the super chat right now. My guy Howard Floyd showing love.
I mean,
trying to give me to eat that hot chip.
I mean, is the 5K in the building? But is this what we got to get?
I didn't hit 5K yet, but hey, look.
Oh well,
yeah, 250 on super chat, man. Hey, that's love, man. Appreciate that. It ain't even coming to me, but appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate you, man. Thank you.
I'll get it from DMV in Vegas, man.
At the bar, man. Meet me at the bar.
Yeah, meet you at the bar, man. Yeah.
No,
look, DMV don't even know what to do. He's like, I just got 250. I don't know where I was at. We was talking draft, I think. I don't know. I'm looking at my notes. He's like, wait a minute, what we doing?
Right.
What a hot chip, bro.
Yeah. I mean, where's a hot? You got a hot chip locally?
You might as well eat that hot chip now.
For eat one now.
Yeah, you might as well. Yeah, he might as well burn on that.
No, hey, funny story about Howard. So last year he offered me $500 to eat that hot chip on the spot, and I was like, nah, I ain't gonna do it. I'm trying to hit 5K, bro. I'm trying to hit 5K.
Here's your real question.
Hey, Howard. Wait.
Time out. Rewind. But do you have the hot chip available currently?
At Mark's house. Mark has it.
How far away? How far away? I mean,
he's like 20 minutes away. He's like 20 minutes away.
we always run it back. If Howard was to drop 500, you just go ahead. I mean, 750.
Hey,
You know what I
I
mean?
get them chicks,
Yeah,
man.
you feel me?
Oh,
I mean,
man.
750, go and make it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, see the way my diet is set up at night. Right
No.
Hey, you really want to see some rings clear, dog? Look, I'm gonna hit all 3 rings with that. Easy.
Well, speaking of that, bro, what's up with the combine, man? Hey, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that, man. You versus me in the combine, man. Who can put up better numbers?
Well, all right, bet. Look, I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been training like crazy since you said that.
Me too. Me too.
Man, look, DMV, you gotta understand something about Tuck. It's different, man. This guy wakes up at 4:00, eats raw eggs, and works out.
He gets my notifications, man.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, but he doesn't know what you're doing. Like, he gets notifications, but he don't know that you out here like Rocky eating raw eggs in the cold ass garage and
it's
just
like 15 degrees out there.
You know, bro.
2-a-day training, man.
Yeah.
Cardio in the morning, weights in the evenings, man.
Yeah. Goodness gracious, bro. Yeah.
Good luck.
I'm trying to get picked up, man.
Hey, look, every
Stephen Jones, key players, holler at me, man. You want to do some bargain shopping? Holler at me, Stephen.
Yeah, right.
I'm at the point now where I know I'm gonna perform well for somebody my age, but it's like knowing what I was.
Right.
Like, do you get to that point where it's like, oh man, I knew what I was, and I'm trash right now.
It's all right, man. It's all right.
Yeah, that's where I'm at, bro. But yeah, for the most part, man, I'm with y'all on the logical stuff. I had Jordan Davis on my list. I had Kenyon Green on my list.
See, I don't think Jordan Davis is logical though, bro. I don't think the Cowboys are interested at all at Jordan Davis at 24. Personally, 2-down player, whatever, yada yada. I don't think they're. I think I would love to have him.
Dan might though. Dan's different.
You got to go look at Grady Jarrett. Does Davis fit the Grady Jarrett mold for him? And that's what we kind of piggyback off and kind of look at for the bigger body guys, right? And what it is. So yeah, no, I mean, I don't know, man. I just don't think they're going to do it. Like, not something like that. I think, we saw like the Quentin Bohannas and stuff like that later in the draft. I think the big body 2-down guys, they'll do it, but I think it'll be later in the draft. I don't think they'll pull it on the first round.
Like a Marquand McCall out of Kentucky.
Right, yeah, exactly. Something
big
along those lines.
Late,
right.
Yeah.
They would do that later in the draft. I think for the Cowboys, for the most part, look at there, 300.
There you go,
man. Howard, man.
Yeah, I had to Black History Month. I had to represent the university. Alma mater.
Yeah, and as Matt Owens said, I mean, Devontae White. I mean, he fits the mold for sure. He fits the mold of what they seem to like. You feel me? But on the same token, I mean, you got Neville Gallimore. What are we talking about here? So what are we really trying to get after? And that's kind of the clarity that we have to look at and see from how they're going to attack this draft. Let me ask you all this, though. If there's a guy that could fall, who's the guy that you think that would fall if he landed in the Cowboys? I'm like, oh my God, let's just run up here and turn it in. Who's the guy you think that could? And look, maybe we were spitballing here.
For me.
Oh,
who was it?
Jameson Williams.
Yeah, I was going to say. I mean,
the knee injury.
They'll take him. I don't think they'll take him.
Remember last year when all of those cornerbacks started running 4 threes, and then all of a sudden we get J.C. Horn in the top 10, and then we got Surtain in the top 10. When those 4 threes fly off the board, and my man is not running because his knee is messed up, that's what could get him to drop. But I feel you though.
But 24 is a steep drop, though. But I mean, if that's what we were doing in our mock draft, because we took him like, bro, if he falls to us at 24, it's like
I did a mock as well, and I took him as well. But the Cowboys are going to take him. I'm gonna keep it a buck. They're just not. It would have to be somebody else, in my opinion.
But I didn't think they would take Micah, to be honest with you. I didn't think they would take him.
It didn't surprise me. It didn't surprise me only because we were doing a show. This is very late. The last show that we did, me, you, and Spoon. That was like what, maybe like 6 days before the draft,
right?
And right there at the end, I was like, "Hey, have they really mentioned Micah at all on 105.3 The Fan? Anything else? And y'all are all like, no.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I think that's something to think about or whatever. And then, of course, Tuck, on your channel, you made it with a great video leading up to the draft on that as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got there, and then, the doomsday scenario actually happened that we thought was no way going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And then, and then it went from there. So, I mean, yeah, that's the great thing about the draft is this. The best laid plans and all this good stuff and whatever the case may be, man, you just don't know until you get there what can happen. That's the excitement about it. That's the fun about it.
Especially this year without the quarterbacks. Like,
man.
Because
I pushed 3 in the first round.
I've watched.
I got 3 in the first round still, guys. How many of y'all got? I got 3 in the first round still.
I think 3.
I'm at 3, man, and I'm trying to force one. So I'm a Carson Strong guy. Like I'm just like trying to force a quarterback to fall in love with him. Like, maybe he's the one that can kind of move up after the combine. Mm-hmm. But I watch it. I'm just like,
they'll push him. They're going to push him.
I'm gonna be real. I don't like Malik Willis like that.
Me neither. Like it's just like I don't know, bro. Like I don't know. Like I got tired. Like one, we're not even drafting. So why am I watching the film on him?
Who's your guy? Quarterback. Yeah, quarterback wise. Who's your guy? I mean, look.
I don't like none of them.
I was going to say, look. You ain't got to be in love with them, but you got to rank them because because we can pivot over here to the current online beef of
Pickett is okay. He's all right.
Matt Cole is all right.
Hold on, I was gonna say we can pivot over here between this Tuck and Mr. Lombardi, and Lombardi has one particular defensive end around late third.
You're wrong.
We're back and forth. So
not everybody sees everything with a clear eye view.
Oh, where's the shades? Grab the shades. But here's the thing, right? Is clear cut. It would seem he is going to be the number one edge outside of the guy. Well, around where we're picking. Okay. Around where we're picking. Excuse me, we're picking. Right. Tuck, I know Florida, no blooded.
Nope, y'all not doing this to me this year.
No blooded, no blooded. If they move on from, which is crazy, we are guys is literally crazy talking about Lawrence nor Gregory will be here next year.
That's just stupid to me. That doesn't make sense.
It doesn't, but it's insane. But we're here. We are with it.
Mm-hmm.
Are you taking your guy from FSU?
No.
Okay.
And I even said that in my video. I wouldn't take him in the first round at 24. I just don't think he fits what the Cowboys are trying to do. I think Jermaine Johnson is going to be more of a stand-up outside linebacker in the 3-4 than a 4-3 guy. And so I just don't think he fits our scheme. But I personally don't think he's going to even fall to 24. I mean, the way he's jumping off the board in this, and especially after tomorrow in the Senior Bowl, I think Jermaine Johnson goes top 20 easily. Now, if he comes around to us in the second round, then we're going to have a strong conversation, which I don't think. But
are you about to tackle this thing? Are you about to tackle this thing again?
What?
So you said top 20, but if he's at 24, no. But if he's in the second round, yes. So we took Taco because he handed the dirt over Watt, stand up 3-4 in. We didn't believe in it. Are you about to tackle this thing on me, Tuck?
But I just don't see where he fits because of Chauncey Golston. I mean,
but we're talking about in the space that Gregory and Lawrence
are both gone. Then if we're moving on from Law and Gregory, I think that edge rusher now becomes the new priority.
Okay, that's where I'm
kind of that anyway. Whole time though, if you think about it, because if we decide to keep D-Law, Gregory's probably gone.
Yeah, but I think you're good enough. I mean, you could be good enough. If you keep one of them, right, you can be good enough, whether it's Golston, right? Basham was always the key when we talked about Gregory or Law, because Basham was the only free agent that signed a 2-year deal, right? So here we are. Dorrance Armstrong is very key too, guys. Dorrance Armstrong is very key in this whole free agent period.
And this is just me. I feel like DeMarcus Lawrence is a priority over Randy Gregory.
I can see it because he's under contract, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
I'm soaking that in. No, go ahead, DB. I'm just saying I'm soaking that in.
Yeah, because he's under contract and Randy might demand something, you know what I'm saying? Because he plays solid, so he might demand something more than what he's worth. But with D-Law, you don't really have that you don't really have that. It's not as complex. Like you could just move the money around or something like that.
But what he's able to give you in the run game and also in the pass rush, veteran leadership, a guy you can kind of just trust to do his job. I would stick with DeMarcus Lawrence over Randy Gregory. You know,
let me ask you a question. I'll pivot a little bit
and rush Micah a lot more.
Fair. We've had D-Law Hot Boys led defenses. Is part of the D-Law conversation making sure that Micah Parsons is a clear voice for the defense moving forward? I'm just pivot to see, do you think that's some of the mindset on upper management on that? Do y'all think that?
Nah, because I think even with DeMarcus Lawrence in-house, Micah Parsons
took it over. Yeah,
he
definitely did. Actually, it's not even just the defense.
He's the Micah Parsons is the face of the Dallas Cowboys right now.
Yeah,
like and I said this on Twitter. Think about it. He has a strong chance of I think that conventionally across the NFL, we finally have a player who gets credit from fan base to fan base to fan base to fan base. Like Micah Parsons is just that guy. I think if you had to put a face of the Cowboys right now, it's Micah Parsons. I mean, you can't say Dak because our internal fan base is split on Dak. Our whole damn
everybody loves Micah. Dog. Everybody.
I feel like when you mention Micah Parsons, you have Eagles fans like, yeah, he's a dog. You know what I'm saying?
But you have to remember though, whenever Dak and Zeke were rookies, everybody loved them as well.
Not everybody.
Oh,
not everybody.
I'm not gonna lie. I was a Romo guy. I was hating.
Yeah, not everybody, bro. It was
Joseph. Hold on. Joseph Logan, stop. He didn't dust Tyreek Hill. We got to stop that, Cowboys Nation.
No, he dusted him.
He did not. No, Tyreek Hill didn't run.
If you jump on the sticks, I don't care what you got going on. You lost, bro. Like
I'm saying, yeah.
Look, here's what I know.
Definitely got in the stance. He got in the stance.
Here's what happened. Him and I don't know what happened behind the scenes, and I wish I'd known. But him and
put money up, probably.
Look, Chubb talked a lot of. Chubb must have did a lot of things. Because Diggs and Hill was like, we're gonna let them run that thing out and see what happens. And Chubb got. And even after it, he talked about, he said, he asked for it, he got it. I was like, oh, say less.
Here's the thing. Here's the key thing. You gotta key on. Anytime you about to race somebody and they take off either their shirt, shoes,
it's real. It's real.
You beat him in sweatpants, bro, with his shirt off.
Yeah, man. Like, hey, you about to race somebody, they take their shoes off. Hey, you might want to think about it, bro. Like,
hey, cheers, Cowboys Nation. Hey, man, y'all enjoy Micah Parsons.
Something.
Y'all enjoy Micah Parsons till he gets paid, and y'all hate on him, but I appreciate y'all.
It was coming.
He ain't getting sacks like he used to his rookie year. He got paid.
Cowboys fans don't like you getting your paper, boy. They do.
Hell no. We did it to Zeke, bro.
Yeah.
We do it to everybody, bro. We do it to everybody, man. Well, not us, but the nation. Y'all know what it is. But outside the draft, though, let me ask y'all this. Since we are doing draft talk, have y'all gotten into the second round stuff yet or no?
I haven't. I think Tuck has.
Yeah.
Okay, I have too. What are you looking at in the second round? Tuck?
So where I'm looking at in the second round. So my first round, I'm viewing offensive line, offensive guard specifically, possibly linebacker or edge. When it comes to the second round, based on the mocks, right? I'm looking at tight end. Because I feel like there's a lot of talented tight ends, and they get chopped.
Schultz is gone. Schultz is gone.
Yeah, Schultz is gone. Ooh. So I feel like those tight ends, if you do not grab them there, they're gonna come off in bunches, right? So you have Oden, you have Trey McBride, you have Whitmire, you have Rucker. Like if you don't grab those guys there, you might be reaching maybe for like Isaiah Likely in the third. And then I'm coming back in the third round and getting my speed guy, my wide receiver, my niche guy in the third, or possibly safety as well.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I mean, see, I don't know where the Cowboys are going to go offensive line. You know, the board has to fall a certain way. No, for me, I think it's more of I think the Cowboys are going to be more in a second round realm of offensive lineman. However, history does prove what you're talking about when it comes to the tight end, right? We've seen this organization, this brain trust. We've seen it with Gavin Escobar, right? Second round pick. We've seen it with Martellus Bennett, right? And that's when, and let's be clear, you had Jason Witten in prime and you went and got a Marty B.
Right.
Okay. So we've seen them dip their toe in the second round on the tight end market. I think for me though, I think it's not going to be offensive line in the first round. Now, for me personally, yes. As we talk about the kid from A&M, man, I'm their position flex.
And another one I forgot, Zion Johnson, also the guard too.
Yeah. But I mean, for me in the first round, right? I mean, gives you some tackle, gives you some guard. I'm there. That gig 'em for the A&M fans out there. My guy Daniel, the tackle of Minnesota. So I'm looking at in the second round.
Yeah, Minnesota. I think from what I understand, they're going to have a couple of people. Because I heard their offensive line was beast, and what I'm understanding is second round is going to be a window for a couple of those guys.
Right. And look, I'm not even trying to spell like Faallel. Look, don't ask me how to say his last name.
Yeah, it's like a small last name, right?
Yeah. But I like the tape. I like what he did up there. Big body, moves well. Dancing bear a little bit.
Big Ten,
yeah. Right. So I like him. He's there in the second round. I kind of like him. Do we all agree as we're doing draft talk here? Connor Williams is gone. Yes.
Yeah.
No chance.
You would think. Bro, if they sign Connor Williams back, bro, I'm just gonna be like, man.
Hold on. Wait for it. Wait, no. So now we just go ahead and take Collins and plug him in left guard now.
Yeah, and that's why I was never opposed to the starting five idea of left guard at Collins.
And had to give him an off season.
Yeah, you had to give him time to prepare. Just toss right before playoffs. Like, all right, we're gonna make the switch. Hell no. Like now we have a full season. Like, all right, Lyle, this is what we're going to do. This is how I want you to train and get prepared back to left guard. Cool. Right. I am with that. And if they do that, then my whole focus of drafting off guard in the first round changes. But it's like if they're not, it's
Depends.
Yeah.
Because do they bring Tyron back? Is your question?
Oh yeah, Tyron's gonna be he's gonna be there.
He's another casualty. You know what I'm saying? Situation that if you're standing a tackle in the face of 24, I mean you got some decisions to make.
No facts.
But I just don't think those tackles at 24 is Tyron Smith, even with
none of them are.
But it depends though, because remember, that's what
like in order for it to probably go through your mind, you would have to be in Evan Neal or a Kwanwu position to get that tackle, immediate tackle. If you're getting
the last couple drafts been weird, man. It's been weird with offensive linemen. They've been kind of
the weird one. I mean, because you dropped the video DMV is Tyler Lindenbaum. Me personally. I would like a center, because I don't like Tyler Biadasz, but do they go with just a quote unquote center? Because I feel like with Tyler Lindenbaum, he's gonna have just that mark of being a center, right? He's just a center. I don't think he has position flex to be a guard. So will his value kind of drop him into 24 round? Would the Cowboys consider it? I don't think so. But damn it, I would.
That's why I like Kenyon. Because can play all five, right?
Right, but
all four. He can't play. He can't snap, but I can teach you how to snap a little bit.
I mean, hey, we did draft a guy from Nebraska last year, center guard, right?
Right.
And in the limited time that he got, mainly the week 18 versus quote unquote the backups or whatnot, played well, put good tape out there for what it's worth. Did a good job. It'll be interesting to see him moving forward. If I'm Dak though. I pick up that phone. Me scroll through my contacts. Oh, beard. Hey, big head.
What's up, Trav?
How you doing, Trav? Still got the beard? Still got the beard? Hey, hold on. Still got the beard, buddy? How's it going? Feeling a little bit better?
Do you miss it?
Do you miss playing football? You want to come on back? I would at least.
Backyard.
Right. I would at least.
For old time's sake.
Right. I would at least, because what he had going and whatnot, and we heard it from the former Redskin, former Bronco.
Commodores.
Yeah. Well, at the time he played, they were called the Redskins. Okay, and then the Bronco Stink, if you will, his nickname from ESPN. And he had the same thing. And he said it took him 2 years until he was really all the way back. So I'm not saying this is a thing that will happen by any stretch. I'm just going off of what he talked about and what he went through with the same autoimmune disease that Travis Frederick had and how long it took him to get back and where we're looking at the timeline of Frederick. I don't know if he cares to play football anymore or not. We don't know that. But if he does, he would be in that circle of I'm back to feeling more like me. And maybe you find
I would Kyrie Irving on, man. You can just play home games, bro. Just play. You ain't got to travel. We ain't got to do none of that, bro. Just play home games. Just show up on Sundays. You know,
right?
At some point, bro. I mean, definitely, man. But look, this Friday night, I don't want to keep you guys, from Friday night festivities and everything like that, man. Appreciate y'all for dropping by. Look, Fridays is it, man. If y'all want in, let me know. Because that's mainly where I'm going to do probably most of my draft talk. Because I told you guys, my draft videos will probably be more general. Because, again, I missed out on doing Micah Parsons last year because I didn't think we'd get him. I missed out on doing CeeDee Lamb. So now I'm just trying to cover as many players as possible. That way, in case one of these guys drop to us, we'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? I will be covered.
Stingley train.
Yeah.
Stingley train, man. I see the bad.
I would say this. For me, look, Dean or Lloyd at linebacker to me, I would lose my, even more so than Stingley. And look, we had the Stingley train kind of going immediately after the draft last year. But man, I just kind of think about.
I took off my pitch shirt, put on my
But man, I'm telling you, man, if Dean or Lloyd can get in that realm of 24 and we ran it back, or Doxson, those are my three, man. Those are my three.
I want this defense to be so great that it just that it just takes away from how I'm.
I mean, that's something for Notre Dame. If he wants to fall, I mean,
I need him to go hit a bong or something. Like,
I mean, hey, did he did a gas mask on? I don't know.
Ain't nothing. A few tweets came,
There's always a tweet.
There's always a tweet, man. It's always a tweet.
Weed is all right now. Damn, we need something else, bro. Like,
no, whoa. Hold on, DMV. We don't. Whoa. You said weed's all right now. We need something. No. Let's not do that.
Look, for Micah, we all we needed to hear was that he bullied a teammate.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't believe you would support a prospect like that.
Oh my God. Yeah, people wasn't around when I was getting stoned for defending Micah Parsons because he snapped a wet towel at a teammate or some bullshit. And now everyone loves him. It's funny how a few sacks can change your perspective on people,
Right.
Fact. Exactly. But yeah, man, appreciate y'all for stopping by, man. Tell everybody where they can reach you. I know that you got it under your names, but I always leave that for everybody that joins the show.
Jay Tuck, appreciate you for having me on, my guy. You can follow me on my YouTube channel, Cowboys Fans Only. Also on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at JTuck151. You can go to my official merch store if you're a Cowboys fan. It's cowboysfansonly.com. Appreciate everybody.
Yeah, man. Hey, y'all see what it is, man. Your guy Nick Soldell on Twitter, man. Come through. You know what? Since DMV got me amped up, I'm probably just going to do a damn Twitter space right after this because once I start talking Cowboys,
give me like 10. I'll jump in with you.
Yeah, at this point, at this point, once you get me rolling right now, I'm like, I don't care. It's cold as hell outside, whatever. I got to smoke a black anyways. I got some Ciroc over here. The boys are in the building tonight. Now we'll just keep this thing rolling. I got to turn on church, man. You already know what it is, bro. Star Game Podcast is where it's at. YouTube, man. Go over there, hit that sub, and jump in. Neither here nor there. We appreciate everybody for rocking with us. Man, I'm frustrated. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
Let it out. Let it out.
Let's drop some GTAs. I like imagine we're gonna get GTA 6 before we get a Super Bowl, man.
I'm frustrated. I am very, very, very frustrated. And I don't, look, you say it's all right. You say it's all right, Tuck. Look, man,
If the
I'm saying let it out. Let it out.
I'll say
let
this,
it out
because I was upset. I was frustrated. Y'all know I took a week off until I looked online and I saw Tyron Smith just out in Vegas having a good old time. And I was like, why am I hurt, bro? I wasn't out there. They just out in Vegas, out at the club. Tyron's like, I said, you know what? I'm
living my best life.
Yeah. Amari Cooper out there sledding in the Aspens and Gucci, and Tyron Smith in the club in Vegas. I said, you know what? If the players ain't tripping, I ain't tripping, bro. So
all right, man. Well, Bengals, worst record 4-12 in Super Bowl, and Cowboys on the year 27, ladies and gentlemen.
I can't lie. I'm kind of a hater when it comes to the Bengals, bro. Like, I like them. Y'all know I love me some Jamar Chase, but I'm low because I have a bunch of workers.
It's your fault.
One of our main headquarters is in Cincinnati. So they're like, oh, we're going to the Super Bowl.
Who they? Who they?
They're on conference calls. Who they? I'm just like, bro, the damn Bengals. Like, what Tyree said, congratulations.
What more do you want from me?
Hey, and that look, and I literally hit the GIF on that shit on Twitter. That's literally the Tyrese. Congratulations! I'm like, yo, look, not only 31 years since they won a playoff game. All right, not just 31 years.
They were just
happy with that.
Look, hold on, 31 years since they've been to a Super Bowl. All right, hold on, wait a minute. In their franchise history, they have never won a road playoff game. And they did it not once, but twice. Here we are.
And beat the Chiefs twice. Hey, if the Detroit Lions go to the Super Bowl before us, y'all, me and DMV gonna start a fitness channel, bro. I'm fitness fans only, man. Like, I am done. Like, nah.
Hey, man. Hey, I am literally going to Stone Cold Stunner somebody and drink 5 beers. I don't even drink beer, and I want to just hit beers.
To the Detroit Lions here going to the. I my man. Let me log off, bro. Let me log.
Matt Owen said, "Who they or who dat? Which came first?" It was who they. Who they was absolutely unequivocally first.
Ooh.
The Saints stole it. Don't believe me? Google it. Look it up. Who they absolutely first. Who dat? New Orleans stole that.
I know we that sitting at home right now.
When someone said they were
DMV, hold on, DMV, say that again. We what?
We that sitting at home right now.
Right. Yeah. I was like, who they? Like, because when you ask someone Cincinnati Bengals, like, who they? Who that? Who they? Like,
who that? Who there?
All the Saints fan. Oh yeah, who that?
My buddy is a Bengals fan, and he put up a picture of Jeff Blake and Carl Pickens.
Oh yeah, man.
I was like, oh my god.
Darnay Scott and them.
It was Darnay Scott in there too.
Yeah.
That's the cool part though. Was like, I know 2 people who are Bengals fans. I know no people who are LA Rams fans. So all my friends, we all losers. Come sit this table.
And allow me to space here is real quick. My daughter's goddad, his family on his grandfather from Ohio, and his granddad Pop actually passed away earlier this week. He knew they went to the Super Bowl. Huge Bengals fan, but didn't get to see him play this round. So for my guy Marcus, once again, the godfather to my daughter, and his family, as I said, the prayers are up and everything else. I will go who they, and I definitely will be cheering for the Bengals, and RIP to Pop. Thank you, DMV, for that space there.
No problem, man. Well, look, we're going to end on that note. I think that Nick's is going to start it up on Twitter.
Yeah, I'll run it. Yeah, come on through. Yeah, we're going to run it.
Hey, everybody. We're gonna roll it through overtime on the Twitter space. All right.
Yeah. I'll host it. Y'all come through. Y'all gonna be the co-hosts, and hey man, you're gonna see some of this weird stuff over there. My girl Jazz will be in the building. She'll hold it down for us.
Let's get it.
All right, everybody. Appreciate y'all, man. Salute.
Yes, sir. Peace.